Aotearoa. The legendary homeland of the Ambori is said to have existed somewhere in the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, according to their creation stories. Their ancestors originated from a place called Hawaii, which many believe to be the same as Aotearoa. They embarked on long voyages across the ocean, eventually settling down on the shores of New Zealand, where they established a new home. Today, we'll go back to the time when these daring explorers set sail for the first time, venturing into the unknown depths of the Pacific with nothing but their dreams and hopes of a better life. Our journey begins in the tranquil waters of the Pacific Ocean, where legend has it that the great god Taʻaroa once swam. He was a deity of immense power and wisdom, revered by the early Polynesians as the creator of all things. As he journeyed through the vast expanse of the sea, Taʻaroa came across a small island floating in the water. It was just an ordinary piece of rock, barren and lifeless, but Taʻaroa saw its potential and decided to make it his home. With a flick of his powerful tail, he struck the island, causing it to split apart. And from the opening that appeared, a bright light began to shine forth. This was no ordinary light. It was the very essence of creation, the spark of life itself. As the light grew brighter and brighter, the island began to transform before Taʻaroa's eyes. Lush vegetation sprung up, covering the barren landscape in vibrant green. Crystal-clear waterfalls cascaded down the rocky cliffs, feeding rivers that meandered through valleys of blooming flowers. Exotic birds with feathers of every color imaginable flew overhead, singing sweet songs that echoed through the now verdant jungle. Fish of every shape and size swam in the newly created lagoons, their scales shimmering like jewels in the sunlight. The island, once a desolate rock in the middle of the ocean, had become a paradise, and Taʻaroa named it Tahiti after himself, forever linking his own divinity to this newfound Eden in the heart of this paradise. Taʻaroa built himself a magnificent palace, a testament to his power and creativity. It was a place of peace and tranquility, where the gentle breeze carried the scent of plumeria blossoms and the waves whispered secrets of the deep. Yet despite the beauty that surrounded him, Taʻaroa knew that he could not remain alone forever. So he reached out with his powerful hands and scooped up handfuls of the rich volcanic soil from the center of the island. With a few well-placed taps of his staff, he brought them to life, creating the first humans to ever inhabit Tahiti. These first humans were unlike any that came after. They were perfect beings, possessing a deep connection to the natural world and an innate understanding of the balance that held it all together. They lived in harmony with the island, respecting and honoring the gifts that Taʻaroa had bestowed upon them. They understood that they were part of something greater than themselves, a delicate web of life that could be easily disrupted. They took care to tread lightly on the earth, taking only what they needed and giving back in return. The men were strong and skilled hunters, able to provide for their families with spears and fishing hooks crafted from the bones of sea creatures they had caught. Their women were expert weavers, creating intricate patterns from the fibers of plants' thatch houses that would withstand the fiercest storms. Together, they built a society based on cooperation and mutual respect, where everyone worked together for the common good. There were no kings or queens, no leaders or subjects, only equals working together to maintain the balance that had been handed down to them by their creator. But the idyllic life of the first humans did not last forever. The truth is that the first humans were too perfect, too wise, and too connected to the natural world. Taʻaroa grew jealous of the reverence they received and envious of their wisdom. He had created them in his own image, but now he saw them as rivals. And so he hatched a plan to punish them for their perfection. One day he approached the humans in their village and offered them a challenge. He promised them a magical fishhook, one that would allow them to control the tides and fish in the deepest waters of the lagoon. But there was a catch. To receive the fishhook, they would have to venture into the Forbidden Reef, a dangerous area known for its strong currents and jagged rocks. Despite the danger, the humans accepted the challenge. They knew that the fishhook would help them thrive even more than they already did. However, upon entering the Forbidden Reef, they were met with such strong currents that they struggled to stay upright. The jagged rocks tore at their bodies, leaving deep gashes and painful wounds. They cried out for help, but their voices were lost in the roar of the waves. One by one, they fell victim to the reef's unforgiving embrace until only one remained. That last human, injured and battered, stumbled back to the village, barely clinging to life. But when Taʻaroa saw that he had succeeded in breaking their spirit, he grew even more jealous and angry. He sent a massive shark to finish what he had started. But the last human, with a strength born of desperation, managed to slay the beast, its blood staining the crystal-clear waters red. However, the victory was short-lived. The other villagers, upon seeing the dead shark and their wounded companion, knew that the time had come to flee. They abandoned their homes and fled to a distant island, carrying with them the knowledge of their near destruction. This is how the pristine island of Tahiti became a symbol of loss and pain, a reminder of the hubris of the first humans and the wrath of the gods. And that's why today, the sharks that swim around the islands are considered sacred, for they are the descendants of the very shark sent by Taʻaroa to punish the humans for their perfection. And now let's talk about another island. We'll move to a different part of the world, but we'll continue talking about sharks. In the stunning South Pacific archipelago of French Polynesia, there exists an island that holds a special place in the hearts and minds of the locals. Bora, often referred to as the Jewel of the Pacific, is renowned for its crystal-clear waters, luxurious resorts, and breathtaking natural beauty. But beneath the surface of this tropical paradise lies a fascinating legend that explains the origins of the island itself. According to local folklore, Bora was once just a small speck on the horizon, a tiny island lost in the vast expanse of the ocean. But over time, it grew and expanded, eventually forming a protective barrier around the lagoon that had formed within its embrace. For the people of Bora Bora, this natural wonder is much more than just a geographical feature. It is a sacred space that holds deep cultural and spiritual significance. They believe that it was created by the shark god, an ancient and powerful deity that is revered and respected by all who live on the island. The shark god is said to have immense power over the ocean and its inhabitants, with the ability to control the tides and summon storms at will. Its presence is felt throughout the waters of Bora Bora, where it is believed to watch over the island and its people. According to legend, the shark god was responsible for creating the island's iconic shape. With a flick of its powerful tail, it carved out the lagoon and created the lush vegetation that covers the island today. The shark god is also believed to be the protector of the island, keeping it safe from harm and ensuring the well-being of those who live there. The people of Bora Bora show their respect for the shark god in many ways, from the offerings they leave in the ocean to the rituals they perform during important ceremonies. They understand the importance of maintaining harmony with the natural world and preserving the delicate balance that sustains them. But the shark god's influence extends beyond the physical realm. It is also believed to have a profound impact on the spiritual well-being of the island's inhabitants. Those who live on Bora Bora believe that the shark god provides them with guidance and protection, helping them to navigate the challenges of life with grace and dignity. The legend of the shark god is an integral part of the culture of Bora Bora, passed down from generation to generation through stories and rituals. It serves as a reminder of the island as unique history and the importance of respecting and preserving its natural and cultural heritage. Whether you are a visitor to Bora Bora or a long-time resident, the legend of the shark god is sure to leave a lasting impression. So next time you find yourself in this tropical paradise, take a moment to appreciate the incredible story that brought it into existence. You can see how the stories of ancient Polynesian cultures were deeply intertwined with the natural world around them. The gods they worshipped were often seen as protectors of the land and sea, and their creation myths explained the origins of both the islands and the natural features that adorned them. From the majestic Tahiti to the lagoon of Bora Bora, each island had its own unique story to tell. And it's these legends that give French Polynesia its rich cultural heritage and remind us of the deep connection between humanity and the natural world. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the untold legends of French Polynesia. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more exciting content. Until next time, keep exploring the world and all its hidden wonders.